is Cassidy Harden, an upperclassman leader for Purdue. And right away, Layden knocks down a triple.
And these threes come because of paint touches. There's the drive and kick. Layden knowing what to do as a shooter. Jacobson able to get really deep position in the lane both times she's been able to score. Purdue has to push her out and try to body up.
Ellis on the drive, hanging and dropping it in.
They can get one here on the last possession. And as time's clicking down, and a brilliant play inside and layup by Abbey Ellis. And on the perimeter is Layden. Kicks it to Ellis. Ellis from downtown, and yes!
Ava Learn dumps it off to Abbey Ellis once again. Ricky Waltman with the bank. A beautiful pass from Abbey Ellis. She drove all the way down the alley. Shot clock at 5. Abbey Ellis needs to make something happen. She'll shoot it from deep. Sinks it! Ellis from downtown. The field and from outside the arc for 6 points. Beautiful shot right there.
Loose ball, Terry picks it up after a botched exchange with Ellis. Then she threads a pass to Ellis, who drops it in inside. It stays with Georgia Tech.
Just look at this play, Terry. Really good job of finding Ellis. Ellis moving without the basketball.
She now has 10 and back up to an 8-point lead for the Buckeyes.
Boilermakers 3 for 3 on their last possessions. Make it 4 for 4.
Her first career start and her first shot of the night. She drains it from 3. Good steal for Ellis. Benson sprinting back on D. Ellis avoids it. We've reached our first break, but what a job by Abbey Ellis to jump that passing lane and then finish on the other end, Josh.
Yeah, and you know, Boilermakers in a 1-point game early on here in College Park.
So is Chloe Bibby for Maryland. Ellis, backdoor cut. Great feed. Harden on the left side finishes.
Far off the back iron. Terry bringing it up down to the corner. And you can put it on the board. Yes, Abbey Ellis sends it out into the corner, drive in. Pretty move and easy layup for Ricky Waltman.
There's a big screen out on top. They get another free jumper for Wolf. This time she misses. Here's Waltman with the rebound to Ellis. Ellis again looking to push. Ellis, nice crossover dribble, goes all the way through and lays it in.
That's a good attack by the point guard, Abbey Ellis.
Rebounded by North Alabama. They can tie or take the lead on this trip. Block shot. Excellent defense by the Boilermakers and one in by Abbey Ellis. The ball stays in possession of North Alabama and they score. 3 minutes to go, second quarter. This three is blocked. Excellent defense reaching up there. Waltman to block a 3-point attempt. Purdue races to the other end and scores. Abbey Ellis, her first scoring of the game.
And China Cornwell is the 5th player out there. Ellis in the front court. Boilermakers up 18 with the ball here. And now they go back door to Abbey Ellis, who goes up for the reverse layup and scores. Steal there by Morris, who brings it down the middle. Morris passes it off to Maddox. Her ball is tipped away and stolen by Ellis. Now here comes Terry, one-on-one against Mason. Terry takes her to the rack, lays it up and scores.
11 apiece here at the Breslin. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh, good dump off pass to Waltman. Great job from Abbey Ellis. Dumps it back out to Clouden. And look, she got hit in the face right there by Layden, but no fouls called. Here comes Abbey Ellis. She will work the baseline, dumps it out, top of the key. Harden for 3, and it goes in.
As a passer and playmaker.
Purdue offense trying to get some rhythm started to Abbey Ellis.
Ellis backpedals. Launches. Long 3 ball.
And most importantly, she's knocking down logo shots. Abbey Ellis.
Into no man's land. And a reach foul, but it's not called. More overlays. Ellis gets it, pumps it, scores it.
Well, Alexa Goulbe for Indiana does a great job getting back in transition defense, but where's the rest of Indiana? Ellis gets the rebound.
A lot of trapping on defense as well. 3-guard traps once the other team gets across to half court.
Ellis will try a 3 herself and drain it. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Bostic. Here comes Peebles. She's working on Terry. Errant pass for Bostic. Ellis using her speed down the lane, off the glass and in, taking advantage of that turnover.
Great stuff.
Ellis again with the shot clock winding down, but she drains the three. That's what Purdue needs to stay in this game. Michigan's bench loves it. Ellis still on the dribble. Step around and score for Ellis. She's got 8.
Trapped near the baseline. Deja Winters gonna take it herself. Boilermakers with some strong defense. Big toss. Abbey Ellis. Foul and gets the bucket.
Have to handle the pressure without turning it over, as we see.
Good tip by Terry to force the turnover. Kick out for the open look. Jayla Smith, her third three-pointer.
Jayla Smith back to Brooke Moore. Moore stops. She's covered up by Satterwhite. Gets it to Ellis. Ellis driving. Ellis with a tough runner on the way, and she got the bounce. Abbey Ellis. Shaw. Pass deflected, and this time it's picked up by Abbey Ellis. Ellis coming down one-on-one against Rainey. Spins inside, goes up with a scoop shot, and scores. Happened since then, in fact. But Ian is the guy that we work with in the sports information area.
Purdue again running the floor quickly. Ellis not wasting any time, and the up and under off the glass. So Abbey Ellis can really put the ball on the floor.
Ellis tosses it up, gets the bucket. Boilers lead by 4 here in the first quarter. Bounce pass to Ava Learn, tipped by the Lions, but Abbey Ellis recovers it, puts it up for 2, sinks it. Boilers climbing their way back in.
Right wing gives to the corner, skipping it to the near side. Stoffaker with the pass. Now to Julie P out on top, bouncing inside for Schrammick, and it's stolen by Ellis. Now it's one-on-one. Ellis pull up 15-footer at the charity stripe is good. To Ellis, fakes a pass to her right, flips it back to her left. Post Pishalova, caught it, stolen. 2-on-1 to Nelson, driving from the left, blocked by Purdue.
But that toughness, that is something that Coach Geralds wants to see. What a tough screen. What a shot by Abbey Ellis. Oh my goodness. Watch this tough take. Pump, puts it up, and one. And look at that emotion.
D-Bay on the last bucket. Here is Ellis lining up a 3, and she drains it, the 3rd for Purdue, and maybe feeling like the shots are going to fall.
Absolutely.
Smith in trouble. Ellis feeling it and drops it through for 3. That is number 4 for Purdue. For the Scarlet Knights, and then Abbey Ellis feeling it from long range for the Boilermakers about midway through the 3rd, the 3.
Completely broke out against Michigan 2 weeks ago. On both offensive and defensive side, as there's a good drive from Ellis and gets underneath for the easy 2.
Abbey Ellis from three-point land, and good. Popsovova has 10 points, 2 for 3 from the arc, behind the arc today. Ricky Woltman with the layup.
She also said that Layden's the best player on their team, and right now she has a team-high 7 points for the Boilermakers. Abbey Ellis from deep, beautiful.
Well, you see right there, James just gets.
Ellis driving. What a beautifully executed play.
A great job. And earlier, just watch this by Ellis, this quick curl, and then boom, like right here, you expect from a timing standpoint them to go up and lift up into their shot, and she does. This is a quick lift out.
Murray State making some switches. Brizina Horvath checking out. A bounce pass inside from Abbey Ellis to Ricky Woltman. It's Potts. She'll drive in and reset things off to Ellis. Ellis a 3-pointer, top of the key, and Abbey Ellis. Her first 3-pointer of the afternoon.
10th Indiana Miss basketball to play at Purdue, had a solid true freshman season. Abbey Ellis puts it up and gets the foul. Danforth trying to draw a player. That ball blocked by Laisha Petrie as the shot clock winding down. Quick pass over to Ellis, and she's going to lay it up, and 2. Draws the foul.
Trying to put something together. That's Lalich going in and can't convert. Woltman pulls down the rebound. Feed to Ellis. Tried the Euro and gets it to go.
Ellis with 4 seconds, had it poked away.
Ellis with 2, able to get it up, and got it to go. We'll see if they count that bucket.
Purdue, the first 3 years, she's coming off the bench. She's now that spark off the bench, and that's exactly what she does there as the clock winds down.
Fair continues to be relatively quiet in this game. She's got just 3 points in 16 minutes. Had 18 points in the opening half for Syracuse in their last game against Bucknell.
Ellis just ripped it away. Look at that pass. Nice little alley-oop to set up Smith. Now coming off the bench after starting the first 3 years.
Setting it up with a no-look pass. First option again. Defense, pushing, getting some offense. Abbey Ellis, how'd she get that to go? Pinballing against defenders in the lane. Ava Learn, new into the game, dumps it off to Waltman, right into the chest of Parks. 5 seconds to go for Ellis, the basket and the foul.
It's for her last year, and now coming off the bench. Has she handled that spot or what?
Boxed out well by Abbey Ellis. Fresh into the ball game for Purdue, and a nice feed inside to Harper.
Because these teams are tired going up and down. Abbey Ellis coming off the bench, providing that spark. How about the pass off to Harper?
Ellis with the ball. Ellis to the basket, beats the buzzer to end the quarter. And it's a 3-point Purdue lead after period number 1.
She catches it at half court. Abbey Ellis, the wonder from down under, making things happen for the Boilers. Gotta love the good spark off the bench. Purdue
comes in again, diving to the inside, kicking it out, but taken away by the Boilermakers. Here's Ellis, one-on-one, gets the Euro step and gets it to fall. Abbey Ellis, terrific footwork, gets the finish.
For the Boilermakers at the right time.
Working inside Robinson, and no foul called. Purdue's taking it the other way. They've got numbers, 5 on 4.
In the same season, so keeping a close eye, but uncharacteristic of her, 2 of 6 today. Abbey Ellis, the Euro off glass to perfection.
Those are her first 2 points of this contest. Double figures in the last 2. There's Harper working inside, spins away from Marisa and lays it in.
Left arm up to block Brown's hand to get the layup.
And a good deflection there in the lane. It looked like Madison Layden got a hand on it. Back the other way comes Ellis. Step through, left hand is good.
Avoid the block, then Abbey Ellis comes down. Watch a little stop, Hezzy. I mean, blue jersey just go flying and boom.
Before this game, someone that will need to step up. Here's Ellis, wide for Layden once more. And Layden gets the first basket of the game, 3 points for the Boilermakers. The only Big Ten program to win a national championship. Ellis, another 3. This one goes.
Working for the shot, kicks it out to the corner. Layden will pass it off. Ellis from deep, and sinks it. Three to shoot. Ellis from 3. She connects. Abbey Ellis.
Ellis behind the back, spinning, looking for a Boilermaker, and it's Terry. Best, put on a show with some flashy plays.
And Brendan, Abbey Ellis is so good at what I'll call controlled chaos.
Especially against a smaller Purdue team.
Harden gets her hand in the passing lane, creates the turnover. Terry over to Abbey Ellis, who cans the 3, the senior transfer.
She had Ricky Harris open at the three-point line, but correctly decided to take it in herself.
Purdue moving it all around the perimeter. Ellis takes one from deep, and that one's up and good. Again, Purdue does a great job breaking the press. Ellis takes another one from beyond the arc, and that one's good.
Former Miss Indiana basketball, just like her head coach, Katie Gerald. It's one of 10 in program history. Downhill, Ellis, that's what Katie Gerald wants to see, is her guards getting downhill.
By Abbey Ellis. She gets downhill, she knows what she wants, changes gears, creates the contact.
We talked about how many double-doubles she's had early on this season during the Open, but yes, definitely much improved from this year to last year.
Abbey Ellis, you just saw the quick trigger. Looks like Caitlin Harper's carved out some space already for Purdue tonight. Handoff, knocked away. Off the drive, Ellis spanks it in.
First field goal of the day for Laisha Petrie as well. She tips that ball.
And another chance for her up
no good, but Abbey Ellis there for the quick rebound. Now corner three from Ellis, up and good.
Watch out for the Aussie, she can get hot.
Kick out. More McNeil rims out of three.
Indiana's still getting open looks from three because of the paint touches.
And that's a transition triple from Abbey Ellis, their leading scorer in Big Ten play. Terry. Ellis, floater, counted in the foul. First points of the quarter for the Boilermakers.
Defense to turn their heads, get it caught ball watching. Abbey Ellis moves without the ball, gets it up, reads that gear zone's coming.
And I'll tell you what, Penn State, this is the last person they want to see on the floor right now.
Another steal. Terry pushes it ahead. Ellis stopping, Euro step, and the underhand layup. We'll look at it one more time. And Purdue pulling it on now.
Abbey Ellis, they consider her the vocal leader in that locker room. She's a little in and out dribble and off the rim and in. Pretty move there from Ellis.
We have a slow offensive start in this one. Game number 3 today of the second round. And Janae Terry, all Big Ten defensive team, over 2 steals per game, gets her first today. Ellis, ridiculous along the baseline.
Getting to the line, but Janae Terry with a nice dime. Yes, she's a great defender, but she can with traffic all around you. Don't bring it down. Basketball fundamentals on full display.
Abbey Ellis, big arcing shot, nets the first 3 for the Boilermakers.
Purdue looking to knock down some triples to open. Well, that skip pass is going to be there because of how hard Purdue sinks in up the line defensively.
Abbey Ellis setting up Caitlin Harper perfectly.
Season is underway at home for the Boilermakers as Abbey Ellis drives baseline, shot up with the right hand through the contact and one. And if you take a look there, wonderful spin move, able to move to the inside, get it done. The double screen on the inbounds play, clock winding down. This one tipped by Purdue and taken away. Madison Layton picks up the steal as now it's Ellis moving it over to Jones and Rashonda Jones.
Another thing, I think I'd definitely much rather be in the heat right now. Ellis tries to go under, does so. Nice job. Again, it's those small plays, Charlie, that's going to build their confidence.
An excellent competition, but you have to anticipate we're going to see an even better second half.
There's the Boilermaker point, Leah Harper holding that one. Now Ellis takes it inside, does a nice job and gets that to fall off the glass. So a good start from the Boilermakers.
She's dropped 20 points against Texas A&M. Abbey Ellis driving in, kicking it back out. Madison Layton from 3, and Madison Layton once again popping the tray. Ellis with the steal and the drive. That's a quick counter if I've ever seen one. Back to Layton. Layton pulls up for 3 and makes it! Oh my goodness! You know, Ernest, being the player that she is easily able to intercept that and then capitalize it right after.
Well, I think if Valparaiso can just get this lead to under 10 with 5 minutes to go, finally Ellis is able to get one going.
Dumps it off to Stevenson. Terry on the other side now. Ellis, good move for 3. She's got it. And Terry up the floor again for Purdue. Ellis driving down the baseline, fouled, and count the bucket. And 1 for Abbey Ellis. Baseline, she was able to get there.
Ellis so good, able to get the defender behind her there and seal off. And
Johnson sets the screen and tipped away from her, and looks like a tie-up. No, they're going to get it away, and Purdue will push it. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Inside pass is in there.
Ellis with the long one. Knocks it down. The Boilermakers starting off hot from 3. That possession can't be saved by Indiana State, and Purdue with a strong drive. Ellis draws the foul. And see some highlights from Abbey Ellis, who's had 19.
This season has started a few games, and that's her first basket, first couple of baskets today against Purdue in her career. Foul and 1 for Ellis.
Size. I mean, she's so quick. She's able to get.
She's 1 for 1 here in the second. Terry finds Ellis uncontested. The Energizer Bunny strikes. 11 points from the Aussie.
She's spotting up on the perimeter. She obviously cannot have any space.
And one thing Caitlin really wanted to work on in the offseason. Dayton is open at 8 p.m. Eastern on a Wednesday. So we've seen her get involved, right? She's got double figures, Caitlin Clark, and now it's about making sure that everybody else gets a piece of the pie. Nice take by Abbey Ellis. She says right back at you. Energizer Bunny is what they refer to her here.
McDaniel closing on her. The pass getting over to Smith. Smith gets all the way around, and Ellis knocks it down.
Allie Campbell just did like 3 jumping jacks in the air to try to get the ball, and it worked.
Abbey Ellis buries a triple, just the first of the game.
That's the beauty of her game. She can stretch the defense, so when you get up on her, she does have that capability and that speed to attack. Abbey Ellis attacking.
Just wouldn't have it. Caitlin Hartford, no. O-board goes to Purdue. Abbey Ellis, from 3. The whistle.
Janae Terry aggressive on the glass, and we know she's a great passer as well. Kicks it out to the Aussie.
She always takes the ball, does a little pump fake, and gets to the other side for the easy deuce.
And Ellis is left open from the wing, and it's good for 3. Quite. And the Boilermakers once again look good defensively. Can they look good offensively? Ellis, yes. And finally, the Aussie comes alive. Here in the half, Jones, nice steal, and Ellis, a great 3. And finally, we
Off the front of the iron. But Abbey Ellis picks the ball back up, gets an opportunity. Rashunda Jones tries to put it back up and does. Illinois has to get a paint touch every possession. They're settling for contested threes.
Ellis tries a 3. Got it. And a timeout taken by Shauna Green.
Forced to be reckoned with in the paint. Abbey Ellis.
Rashunda Jones over 8.5 points per game. No look pass. Oh, it's all about the assist from Abbey Ellis. It's signed to Caitlin Harper.
It's been a roller coaster ride. I mean, it's been a roller coaster year, kind of for both teams. But as mentioned last week, Nebraska defeated number 2 Iowa as Ellis puts that one down. They then had to meet the new number 2 in Ohio State and against Tate. And A-Rock comes out to help. Ellis goes inside and gets that one to fall. So finally they spread Michigan State a bit more and have the space to just take it in and the confidence.
We just saw her mid-range. She can get to the rim, but she can also shoot for 3.
And Terry has the poke away. Ellis coming off her best game of the Big Ten. The score, now the give up for 2 more for Stevenson.
And she extends that Lion lead to 9. Long skip pass. Abbey Ellis, 3-ball goes down.
That's how I greeted you to the broadcast booth today.
Let's set the tone. Okay.
Set the tone, like Shorzy would say.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Abbey Ellis from deep. The first 3-pointer for Purdue today.
She's going to have a lot of opportunities to continue to get some shots up.
Ellis again on the drive. Again with the extra step, and this time no traveling call.
Ellis is starting to get into a rhythm and a flow.
You got to set up your defender to get hit by your teammate.
Ellis fakes the pass and knocks down the shot.
Purdue's getting wide open shots right now. Threes, they become so dangerous because it spreads the floor offensively. Wide open.
Northwestern, largest lead of the evening. Ellis, before the clock, yes! Way to go out with some momentum, the Boilermakers.
Or for kick-out triples for Nebraska. That's outstanding.
Ellis finding some space, goes high off glass. Pulling a rabbit out of her hat on that play. Back to the Boilers.
Well, let's go back to Abbey Ellis. Ooh, a little magic trick, a little step through, and a way up over the block. The back of the...
There for the senior from Fishers, Indiana, and how nice to have a homecoming here of some sorts at Mackey Arena, getting her first points of the game.
Purdue miss, able to get the rebound. Abbey Ellis, 3-ball goes. Ellis shot fake, Euro step inside. And the Aussie, even though she's from the land down under, gets the Euro to work.
Vermont started hot from that mid-range, but it's gone cold since. Behind the back from Ellis. The assist coming from Terry.